Hello and welcome to TV Talks, the show where I take a look at both the good and the bad of what television has to offer, and today it's Fraggle Rock. What's Fraggle Rock, you ask? What? You don't know what that is? Well, I mean, I kinda don't blame you, as not a lot of people talk about this, at the time, very popular Jim Henson children's show. So what is Fraggle Rock about, you ask? Well, it's kind of one of those shows that is about something, yet isn't. You see, past this wall, there is this magical place called Fraggle Rock where these things called the Fraggles live. Well, Fraggles, of course, being the nice, happy, innocent people, and of course the Gorgs, who are giant, evil monster things. And that's kind of the story. It's just kind of one of those things where it's such a loose premise that they can kind of do whatever the heck they want. But you know, a lot of Jim Henson stuff's like that. Take Sesame Street, for instance. What's Sesame Street really about? It's about a bunch of puppets that live on a street called Sesame Street. Pulitzer Prize writing right there. Well, if it doesn't have a story, then what's the point? Well, it's not about the story at large, it's about the stories within the story. Confused? It's one of those episodic shows. Every episode's its own little adventure. There's no overarching story, there's no some sort of grand, big ol' scheme that they're trying to do. So every single episode we'll see the Fraggles get in trouble, learn about something new, just kind of exploring their general characters. And who are these characters? There's Moki, the artistic one, Gobbo, who's a bit more level-headed, Red Fraggle, creative name there, just kinda seems a bit nuts, it seems. Bit more on the hyper side. Wembley, who's a bit of a nervous wreck, and I can't believe I'm actually saying this, there's one named Boober. Haha, funny, haha. We're all immature. Get over it. He's basically the young, small one, you know? That kind of character. To be honest, the characters aren't really super original, but that's not really a problem, though. A lot of characters and a lot of things have been done several times before. Take a look at Total Drama, for instance. While it is intentional, that doesn't change the fact that every single character is, in fact, a stereotype. So it's not the fact that their stereotype is the problem. It's just that you need to build off of it and make them their own characters. Does Fraggle Rock do this? Yeah, pretty well. The characters aren't really the most defined thing ever, but they're still a lot of fun to watch. They're the kind of characters that are also somewhat loose in their personalities, so that you can kind of throw any of them in any situation and it would just be them bouncing off each other and it would just feel right. And the trick is that they're not overdeveloped, but they're not underdeveloped too. It's a nice middle ground, although a bit more on the underside. And of course, the puppetry has to be mentioned here. It's Jim Henson, after all, and how does it look? Very well done. A lot of the sets are very intricately designed and very well crafted. The puppets themselves also look very interesting. The Fraggles and all the other creatures that exist down in Fraggle Rock look very unique and have that distinct Jim Henson flair. One of my favorite things about Jim Henson stuff is to just kind of focus on just the puppetry. Because a lot of people think puppetry is really easy, simple, and cheap. Let me tell you, it's not. Not only are these things crazy expensive, but they're crazy hard to use. Trust me, I've used them in at least 2 shows. It takes a lot of time and concentration to do this, so any really good puppeteer I can always salute. And these people surely do it really well. But like I said, there's more than just that. The characters are pretty fun, the story's fun, the writing is very good, but hey, it's a Jim Henson product. What do you expect? Basically, that's kind of all I really gotta say about Fraggle Rock. If you like the Jim Henson properties, you'll love this. It's everything you could ever love about a Jim Henson thing. Lovable characters, fun writing, great adventures. What more do you need to know? This one's on the bit of the shorter side because, again, so many people have said so many things about Fraggle Rock, and I can't really add much else to the conversation except one thing. Karen Prell, who played Red Fraggle, was our puppeteering coach in my first production of Avenue Q. Yeah, she was actually there teaching us how to use the puppets correctly and brought in a replica of the Red Fraggle puppet. Now this was before I had actually seen Fraggle Rock, but similar to when I went to the Central Perk set in California in the Warner Brothers tour, I started the show after that, and then I wanted to relive that experience because now it would actually mean something. Funny how life works out. Anyways, I give Fraggle Rock the Archibald seal of approval. What'd you guys think of Fraggle Rock? Comment below, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.
Good night, everybody.